Hi there, it's Sandy, your sister and your friend. I recently heard Donald Neale Walsch say that his favorite prayer is thank you, God, for helping me understand that this problem has already been solved. He added that being grateful in advance is a powerful form of creation because it harnesses the power of the universe and projects it out into the universe where we're actually having an experience. Donald's mindset is the same whether the thing that's happening is something that he would consider wonderful or something that he would consider not so wonderful. It's a matter of having faith that everything that happens to us is actually happening for us to raise to a higher level of consciousness. That higher consciousness is already who we are, but this incident is happening so that it will help us remove the blinders that's blocking us from knowing that about ourselves. About a year ago, a man named Kyle shared his story with me. He had been diagnosed with brain cancer, and because of the location of the tumors in his brain, the surgeons told him that this was not a form of cancer that they'd be able to operate on. So Kyle went home and started considering his other options other than surgery. And as he meditated, he remembered a book called Messages in Water. And it was a book by Dr. Masaru Emoto, where he showed and demonstrated the results that he and his researchers had found in their water experiments. In the 1990s, Dr. Emoto and his researchers had filled 2 containers with water from the same water source. For one of the containers, they spoke love and gratitude and all positive emotions to that water container. And then for the other water container, they spoke hateful words and they were angry, and that's what this water heard. So then they took both containers of water and they froze them. And when they pulled them out to see what kind of water crystals had formed in the water, the one that had received words of gratitude and love and joy formed beautiful crystals, well formed and well defined. The container, the crystals in the container that had been spoken negatively to, they also had crystals, but they were disorganized and they were jumbled up and they had no pattern to them. So in both cases, the spoken energy had crystallized, mirroring the kind of verbal energy that water had received. And Dr. Emoto said that he believes that since people are 70% water and the earth is 70% water, that we can heal our planet and ourselves consciously by expressing love and gratitude. Now, so back to Kyle's story, he decided that he was going to apply Dr. Emoto's findings to his cancer cells. So he began to tell the cancer that he was grateful for it being there and that he was willing to learn the lesson that it was there to show him and teach him. So pretty soon his acceptance of the cancer cells led to gratitude for them being there, and actually that led to love. And so then he began to actually love the cancer cells and speak love to them. Now, when he returned for his next brain scan, the doctors were amazed to see that the cancer cells had shrunk. And he continued the same practice, and the doctors knew that he hadn't had any medical intervention. So Kyle continued this practice of love and being grateful and speaking this out loud to his cancer. And eventually, the cancer cells were totally transformed back into normal cells. And that was Kyle's delightful story that he shared with me. And I have to tell you, I was really amazed to hear the dramatic results of love and gratitude. Since this is Thanksgiving 2024 this week, I wanted to use this time to encourage us to speak love and gratitude to ourselves, to our families, to those that we may have disagreements with, to the world at large, so that we can be grateful in advance for the results that we know will come. God has already solved the problems of strife and war and discord across the universe. I was reminded of the first infomercial, I believe, by someone named Ron Popeil, and he was demonstrating a rotisserie oven that he would stick a chicken in there, and he'd set the temperature, and he'd walk away and do another, set another rotisserie oven for something else. And he'd always, as he walked away, he'd say, "Let's set it and forget it." And I think that's what we can do here together. We can set our intentions of gratitude and love for the whole world, for everybody in the world, everything in the world. Set that as our intention and love it and be grateful, knowing that God has already solved the problem and we can forget about the outcome. So God bless you this Thanksgiving. I love you so much. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful time. However you're celebrating, just remember you are greatly loved. You are so special. You're wonderful. You're complete and perfect just in your essence, just exactly the way you are. I hope that this is a wonderful time for you. God bless you. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit the like button. I sure appreciate you. Bye-bye.